Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's budget check-in video. I almost forgot to film this video. I have been working on planners and stuff and just been in the zone with that. And I was like, I feel like there's something that I am supposed to do. So I'm trying to get this filmed before we take Maddie to Taekwondo. I tracked all of our transactions for the first couple weeks of October yesterday and it took me quite some time. So I'm excited to do this check-in, get everything up to date and all that. So the first thing we're gonna start with is just taking a look at our bills and where everything is at for that. So in terms of bills, our mortgage actually transferred over to our bank, which is really nice. Without any action on our part, it just transferred. It's actually transferred to a different lender twice. This will be the second time since we had the mortgage, so it's kind of random. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna check the bank real quick too, because I saw just now that the water and trash should have come out, or yeah, let's see. Should have come out. Oh, my brain's a little bit tired. Okay, so let me take a look real quick. And it did. I just checked and it is pending right now. So I'm going to mark that off. I like to just check these off throughout the month just to make sure everything is coming out on time. I didn't see it yesterday when I was tracking transactions, but sometimes it takes a day to hit, and today is what? Yeah, today's the 12th. I swear, my brain is so tired. Working on these planners all day, it definitely fries your brain after some time. All right, so I wanted to check that. HOA came out, solar panels came out, APS came out, and water and trash. And then we won't have any other bills coming out until the 15th. So we are good to go there. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to check our cash envelopes. So we were on vacation for the first week of October. We didn't do any grocery shopping. We ate pretty much everything we had in the house before we left for our trip. So we had to stock up on quite a bit. So for cash envelopes, and I should mention too that we also have a Costco budget of $500 each month, which we'll check here in just a moment, but we do get grocery items from Costco as well. So if you combine the Costco budget with like groceries and household, that's our total spending really for groceries and household items. We get household items and grocery items from Costco. We budget $500 a month for Costco, and then we have $100 a week in cash for groceries. That's for items from like Kroger or Trader Joe's, just other grocery stores where we get mainly produce, I would say. And then household, that's for like random little things like certain cleaners. I really like the Mrs. Meyer's brand, I think is what it's called, and I really like Method. So I'll get that from Target, and then we get the girls like toothpaste. They use the Tom's strawberry toothpaste, and I'll get like their toothbrushes and stuff from other stores. So that's mainly what this household budget is, and we budget $20 per week in cash for that as well. So the first thing we're tracking is groceries. We started out with $400 and we currently have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 81, 281. And that is all kept in this little pouch here. So I'm gonna put this back. So we have 281 currently, which means that we spent, and my brain is too tired to do some simple math right now, let me tell you. I think it's, yeah, 119. So that is what we spent there. And then moving on to household, let's see, that's in this little divider here. I did get some questions about where I got these dividers and the pouch from. It's from a shop called A Time for Everything on Etsy. The last time I checked, unfortunately, the shop is closed. I don't know if she's going to reopen at any point. I would love it if she did, because I would like to get some more dividers and things. I like to have extras just in case. But as of right now, the shop is closed, so hopefully it'll open again soon, but that's where they're from. So we have 20, 40, and 45 for household as our ending balance, which means that we spent $35 this past week. So I'm gonna put that back here. let's see, household. And then we have family fun. I did take Maddie to go see a movie, and then we ate somewhere at some point. I can't remember when, but yeah, so family fun. We started with 200. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. So we have 100 as our ending, and that means that we spent 100 this past week. So I will put that back in here. And then date night, I don't think we've done any, yeah, we haven't done anything for date night. So we should have the full 200 still. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82. So we definitely need to get out and do a date at some point. Get something planned here soon. So that takes care of all of that. And then for my personal money, I meant to look because I feel like I had money left over from last month that I added, but I just did 160 as the starting balance. And then I have 60 remaining currently. So I spent 100. And then I have 60 remaining. And I primarily spend my money on like nails, coffees, you know, things of that nature. So that is typically where my money goes. I've been cut off from books. I've been trying to get books more so from the library, but also I just have an unbelievable amount of books on hand that I need to read at some point. So that's primarily what I spend my money on, is just like pedicures, manicures, which I need to go soon and get one, and my eyebrows and just like random things like that. And then I'll like tip my massage therapist, and I'll tip my lash lady with my personal money as well. So that takes care of cash envelopes. That is all set. So we will move on to our other categories, which is Costco. These are categories that we don't keep in cash. So we have Costco, gas, preschool, and unbudgeted. So for gas, gas, we have a car wash for $7.99. And I will check that off. And then we have gas for $72.42. It seemed like gas was going down for like a second, and now it's going back up for sure. So that was like a 3/4 tank of gas. So $80.41 is what was spent on gas. $80.41. That means we have $119.59 remaining. We are going to be going on a little trip this weekend to go to a pumpkin patch. It's kind of far away. It's up north. So I know for sure we're going to probably fill up, if not before that trip, during that trip. And then we have the rest of the month to get through. So there's a good chance that we'll be slightly over on gas. We'll have to see. But that takes care of that category. And then for Costco, Andrew went right away when we got home from vacation and stocked up on a bunch of stuff, and he said, he was like, our whole budget is going to be on. And sure enough, look how close he got, you guys. I give him major props for this. But our budget is definitely totally gone. We had a couple items that came out of other categories, like food for Julia's birthday party and food for the dogs and stuff, and you guys will see that in the sinking funds in just a moment. But $499.69 was spent, and that means we have 31 cents remaining. Let me double check that because I'm doubting myself. 31 cents remaining, and that we'll just rewrite it. Here we go. 0.31. Okay, so that takes care of that. And then for preschool, nothing has come out yet. Julia did go to her first day of preschool, and it went really, really well. She had a great first day, and it was definitely bittersweet. There were some tears shed on my part, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard when your youngest is just growing up, because it's like all of their firsts are your lasts, you know, and it's just can be tough. But she had a really great first day. We're really happy with the preschool so far. There was not an enrollment fee. I asked like 2 different times. I'm like, we haven't paid a registration fee or an enrollment fee, and they were like, you'll get a link and da da da. And so we got a link, and the link said that our balance was 0. So I don't know if that's something that's going to be billed later. I don't really know, but I'll definitely double check with them when we drop her off tomorrow, because the tuition is due on a weekly basis every Friday. So I just want to make sure that everything's paid and good to go there. I did pay all of our medical bills except for one, because it's one where I have to call in, and I swear all the bills where I can just pay online, those got paid right away, but this one I have to call to pay it. So I just need to make time to do that this week. But all of the bills there have been paid, which is nice. And then we have 0 for unbudgeted, which is always a good thing. So that takes care of that. Now moving on to our sinking funds, we have beauty. I picked up, I think it's called the Chi Spin and Curl. I have been kind of really into like figuring out how to style my hair and like wanting to put more effort into that lately. Normally my hair is like up, or it's just air drying out of the shower, or I'll like throw some mousse in it or something, and that's it. But lately I've been really wanting to like kind of style it more and do like looser waves and curls and stuff like that. So I did a lot of research. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and this Chi Spin and Curl looks pretty promising. We'll see how my hair does with it, because my hair is very thick. So there were a couple girls that I watched like do their hair that had thicker hair, but that is supposed to get in the mail on Sunday. I had ordered a different curling iron from Hot Tools that I did not like, so I'll be returning that one. But the curling iron I purchased was $69.63, and then I got a good round brush just to dry my hair and give it hopefully like more volume and stuff. So anyways, random purchases there, but that came out of beauty. So $69.63 for the curling iron. So one, and I will let you guys know if I like it or not. You guys will see in like some behind the scenes videos how that all goes. One person commented that I needed to put a brush through my hair to loosen the curls, and it kind of, oh, I must have done that wrong. Let me double check this real quick. Yeah, I must have just added that, $21.69 for the round brush. And it was funny because like I had already done that. My hair actually holds curls really, really well, which I guess is great. It's just if you do too much of a tight curl on my hair, it will hold it. Like even running my fingers through it constantly and running a brush through it and stuff, it doesn't do much at all. So, but yeah, anyways, that's that. And then for birthdays, we had a balance of $316.47 to start, and then we purchased wine glasses for my father-in-law for his birthday, so that brought us down to $269. And then I purchased tablets and Bluetooth headphones for the girls. So Julia's tablet was was her actual birthday present, and then Maddie's tablet was a very, very early birthday present. So we won't be getting her birthday present when her birthday rolls around. We're just gonna take her to go do something fun that day. But I decided when we were in North Carolina and everything for the plane trip home, I was like, it might be fun to, you know, surprise the girls. And Andrew was really hesitant about it. He's not a big fan of the tablets, but after we did more research together and looked at like the programs that were available, and we decided on some like hard like boundaries and like rules for using them and stuff, like he was on board with it. So we decided to go ahead and get the tablets for the kids, and Julia could give or take it. She's not like really big into it. Maddie loves it, and yeah, so they used the tablets during our flight home and they really enjoyed that. But that was $203. So we're gonna be really negative in this category, which is fine because we have some time to kind of build it back up before Andrew and Maddie's birthday. And then we also picked up a bottle of rum for my father-in-law for his birthday. So that was $42.75, and then we have $23.25 remaining. There's always a glare on that. And then we got a little cat toy. It was actually Maddie's gift to Julia for her birthday party. And then we also got party food. And that was, oops, $77.33. So that brought us to a total of negative $54.08. And then we got more party stuff, balloons, cupcakes, and decorations and plates and all sorts of different things. We had like a little Sky Paw Patrol party for Julia and she absolutely loved it, so it was a blast. So that was $77.40 for all of that, and we are now negative $131.48. So that takes care of those little transactions. Nothing for the car, nothing for Christmas, nothing for Andrew's clothes. For the girls, I did pick them up some sunglasses. Neither one of them had sunglasses and needed some, so it was $16.26 for sunglasses for them. So $44.86 is their total. Nothing for me for clothes, I'm still negative. And then family pictures, we have a good chunk in there started. I believe we're gonna get family pictures sometime in the spring, so that'll be good. Holidays, nothing there. We do need to get some, well actually I don't know if we're gonna do candy or my stepdad had given us like this huge box of tons of McDonald's Happy Meal toys and stuff that he had just kind of sitting in his attic. So I think we're gonna give those away for Halloween instead of candy, but we'll see. It just depends on how much is in there. House maintenance, I know we need to get our cabinet replaced in our kitchen because the dogs were roughhousing and slid across the floor, slammed into a cabinet and literally broke it. Like there's a hole in the cabinet, so we need to get that fixed. And then we also are gonna get some different type of rock laid out where the dogs go to the bathroom, because the type of material they put in there turns into mud if it rains, and then the dogs bring the mud inside, and it's been driving us insane. So we got some kind of like larger rock pebble that is supposed to be still very like gentle on their paws, but it shouldn't turn into mud like this other stuff did. So I know we got a quote for that. It was over $300. I don't know how much the cabinet is going to be to fix, so we will likely go negative in house maintenance at some point as well. And then Andrew got some seed oil. Our whole family was having some tummy troubles from traveling, if you can imagine. I feel like it happens to me every time I travel. And instead of doing like Miralax and stuff like that, Andrew got seed oil for everybody. So Andrew's more into like the natural type of stuff. $21.59 was the total for that. So we have $423.77 remaining for medical. And then for miscellaneous, I got Maddie like a more mature Bible. It's actually the same Bible that they use for the kids at church. So I picked that up for her. And then I got Julia a potty watch. She's been potty training for quite some time now. And she did have an accident for her first day of preschool. She's really good at home. Like she'll remember, well, we remind her quite a bit. She needs to be reminded, and that's kind of why we decided to get this potty watch. It's supposed to notify her, like you can set it for intervals like every hour or every 30 minutes or every hour and a half. It will chime and like let them know like, oh, time to check to see if you have to go potty and stuff like that, because she just gets distracted and she's really busy playing and stuff. And I feel like that's very common for, you know, kids her age and stuff. And I remember that happening to Maddie as well, but she will definitely have accidents and stuff. And, but I feel like she did really good for her first day of preschool. She was there from about 9 o'clock until 3, and she only had one accident. So I feel like that's pretty good. But yeah, so that's what happened in miscellaneous. So $17.98 for the Bible, and that was $35.64 for our balance, and then the potty watch was $27.07, and we'll see how that goes tomorrow when she goes. She only goes to preschool on Tuesdays and Thursdays, So we'll see how that goes. And then for puppies, we did pick them up some food, and we got them a bunch of pumpkin. We like to mix pumpkin and Greek yogurt into their food. So we got like 9 giant cans of it from Costco, and then we picked up their puppy food from Costco as well. So it was $69. So we are negative $66.25 for that. And then nothing for school, nothing for subscriptions, and then vacation. So there were a lot of transactions for vacation. We went to a pumpkin patch, we went out to eat, we went to an apple orchard, we went to Tiger World, we did all sorts of different things. We had to pay to check our bags, we had to pay for internet on the plane, we ate at the airport, like all sorts of different things. So I just lumped everything together because honestly there were just so many transactions that it would have just been insane to track all of them here. So I just lumped everything together, and our total that was spent on vacation was $762.25. So $693.05 minus $762.25, and it is $69.20. Oops. Oh yeah, negative $69.20. And I just remembered actually too, so our father-in-law had to ship some stuff back to us, and it was $40 to ship it back. So I don't know if we're gonna take that out of vacation or if we should take that out of just like unbudgeted. I'll probably do unbudgeted for that. So because this is going to be pretty negative, because we also picked up Coyotes tickets. So Andrew and I's 10-year wedding anniversary is in February, and we are going to go to a Coyotes game, and then we're going to like kind of stay the night out there. The Coyotes moved arenas out to Tempe, and there's lots of fun things to do out there. So I think we're gonna make a whole like little mini trip out of it, and stay overnight there and stuff. So we did pick up the tickets, which were not cheap, as you can see. The other thing that we're really wanting to do is, and I haven't done much research, Andrew's done more research, but Muse is coming to Arizona, and Andrew and I both really want to go see them in concert. So I don't know if we're going to go or not, because we always said like, if we go see Muse, we're gonna get good seats, because I feel like that's part of the whole thing, is like they put on amazing shows, and there's, yeah, one of our favorite bands. So so yeah, we'll see what happens with that, if we end up deciding to go or not. But yeah, we decided to take that out of vacation. We have plenty of time to build it back up, so that's what we'll be working on the next few months, is just bringing that back to a positive balance and building it back up to where we have enough for a hotel and maybe a meal out or something like that while we're out in Tempe. And then I don't know when Muse is coming to Arizona. Maddie's gonna be leaving soon for Muse, Arizona, Muse concert 2023 tour. It looks like April 2nd is when they are going to be here. So I'm imagining that those tickets are probably expensive. So we'll see. We're gonna need to definitely, you know, build that up pretty well. And then I think we're gonna probably go on some sort of little vacation, maybe somewhere up north this summer. So I don't know, we'll see what happens, but that is what's going on there. And then let me go ahead and make a note too. I wanna go back to here, and I'm just gonna make a little note up here that $50 for testing for Taekwondo. So Maddie's gonna be testing for her next belt, her yellow belt at Taekwondo, but there is a registration fee, which in my opinion is kind of ridiculous. It's $50 to register to test, kind of crazy. But thankfully she already has the weapon that they're gonna be using for the next like cycle. But yeah, so I need to make a note of that because I did not count that into our total for Taekwondo over here. So we're gonna be over on Taekwondo by $50. And then I'm also going to go ahead and put the, let's see, I think I Zelled that to Mike yesterday. Unbudgeted. And I'm just gonna put shipping and Mike. And $40. So we'll do that, and then that means I'm gonna need to change this. So $40 was spent. That means that that's our ending balance of the total spent. So yeah, I just want to make sure to include that in the budget. I'm glad I remembered that because I forgot to track that transaction from yesterday, and then I also forgot to do that testing registration fee. So anyways, guys, that is pretty much where we are at as far as all of our transactions. This took me forever to put together, especially the vacation. Just adding all that stuff up and everything took a long time, but I'm glad that we're caught up. Everything's tracked, everything's up to date. I feel like we're in really good shape as far as like groceries and stuff are concerned. We have a lot of food on hand now, and we have plenty. Let's see, we go grocery shopping usually every like Sunday or Monday, and there are technically three like Sunday Mondays left. So if we divide that, 281 divided by 3, we have about $93 per week for groceries. We're out of our Costco budget. So I think we're good. I think we'll be good because that's plenty for produce, and that's really all that we should need unless there's anything specific we need for like dinners or anything. So yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape so far. But anyways, let me know how October is going for you guys. What financial goals are you working on this month? I know for us, we are still tackling our emergency fund, just wanting to beef it up even more. And then, as I mentioned, we did get to pay off most of our medical bills, but I need to call, actually I'm gonna make a note for myself real quick while it's on my mind, to call that place for the medical bill. So I'm just gonna make a little note for myself right there. But yep, that is pretty much it for this one. I hope you all found this video helpful. If you're looking for some budgeting inspiration and all that good stuff, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to catch all my future videos, and I will chat with you all later. Bye.